Hey, hi, Anmol. Welcome. Maybe we can start now. We have waited for more than 10 minutes, and I feel everyone has joined. So, welcome to the expert session, Anmol. So happy for you have taken time or for students. So, let's start with your introduction first. Can you tell your company you're working with and previously you have worked with, and then we'll have more detailed discussion about interviews and everything. Over to you.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, yeah. So hi Mohit. First of all, thank you for welcoming me on this platform. I've gone through first of all the platform. It's doing really great. But yeah, I'll start first with my introduction. So my name is Anmol. I'm currently working with Salesforce here for around like past almost 2 years. I currently work on so you might everyone might know that AI is a hot topic right now. So Salesforce also focus a lot on this AI related stuff. So our team only handles all the integrations with the APIs, what user wants, how LLM should respond, keeping in mind that it should adhere to Salesforce policy. It should not give any the content basically which a user will face any problem on which. So all the things related to AI integration are handled by our team. So we call it a generative AI team. So we work generally on this one. Before this, I was working with Amazon. So in Amazon, I was in a last mile team. So last mile overall, you can understand it it basically have all the data. Okay. And we just need to curate that data and we have to deliver the results basically on that data. So we were handling that delivery app. Most of the people don't know, but yeah, all the delivery which is being handled are taken care by that app. So that our team was handling. So I have almost around like 4 years of experience till now, and I started my journey in 2021 with Amazon only, and I graduated from NIT Jaipur in 2021 itself. Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Okay. So inspiring. So you started with Amazon, then moving to Salesforce. So while preparing for the Amazon interview, so you must be fresh at that time, and while preparing for Salesforce, so I guess you have given a lot of interviews in between getting placed in these two companies. So what was that journey and how was that first? And second, how you have prepared for those particular interviews so that you can crack these companies?
Okay, so basically, like my journey started way long back when took admission in 2017 only. So I was very like curious and was very focused that I will go into computer science only. Despite like my branch actually was not computer science there, but I basically started preparation in my second semester itself with some hands-on data structures and then moving to algorithm, then slowly moving to basically this lead code and code chef and building up that profiles on code forces and code chef because I was more interested about competitive coding. So that's what basically what I did pretty much in my complete whole 3 years, including second, third. Basically, in the end of third year, everyone grabs internship for there, right? So I also grabbed one. Then though I moved to Amazon. But I also during my Amazon also I was like very interested in coding these challenges, and so I regularly participated in this lead code and all the challenges which I think happens every once a week. I think on Sunday. So I was like understanding and going through all these. Yeah, between that I also between switching to Salesforce, I interviewed for around I think 7 to 8 companies, including like all Dshaw, Google, and all those Uber as well. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get selected. But yeah, this was basically I was into this till now as well. I continuously practice. So yeah, pretty much that's it.
No, absolutely right. So, just two, three points I have noted down from your journey. First is that even if you are not a part of computer science branch, you can and you will be able to crack all these companies if you regularly practice. So that is very important, important here. Second, continuously practicing DSA is very much important if you want to go to companies like this. Now, the third and most important part that I am also interested to know, how can you tell about any specific interview of the company that you have mentioned, apart from Amazon and Salesforce, like Uber, Google, and any one of them, and what are your learnings and how you have prepared for those specific interviews, and uh, how was your uh, emotions before giving and before setting to these type of interviews? So, what was that? Can you just dig deep into this?
Yes. So the major challenge, I think, what students or like what I also face till now as well is, let's say I'll take an example of Uber. So like Uber interview is basically on a very high. They have a very high bar, I would say. So they are also related to this. They ask questions which are very like basically medium to hard. So there is no scope of easy questions over there. So like it was my I think second round there. So he asked me one question, although it was this Code Forces E level question, which I later saw. So when I am not, or like I think people student is not able to solve or like get any solution for that question, he comes into a pressure because like clock is ticking there at a very faster rate, and we are not even able to think a question. So at that point of time as well, similar situation arose to me. Like I was down about 20 minutes and I was not able to think of any solution because like I was also under the pressure. But what I have built till now after giving so many interviews is that we have to remain calm over the period of time. Okay, even though you are not getting any solution, let's not gets hyper or like let's not go into this thing like, yeah, I'm not getting a solution. Let's start with basic. Okay, so that's what I also do right now as well. So after 20 minutes, what I was thinking like, let's start with the basic one and then let's start into because I was not getting into the optimal one. So I started with basic, and while implementing or while like dry running to that interviewer, I got into some optimal solution that how we can basically optimize this. And fortunately, it ran in last 5 minutes. And interviewer was also like a little bit surprised over there. But yeah, like overall thing is like we have to remain calm and we have to think and start with the basic if approach if we are not getting into some optimal one. So that's what I
Okay.
also follow.
Okay, great, great. That's a part of interview students can follow when they face this similar situation in interviews. Now, just going a bit back, so just giving you a background, all the students, those who have joined us right now, are in their fourth year, and they will be having placement and interviews in next 2 to 3 months. And as you also know that there are so many resources out there available in the market, and students are just confused which one to refer, which one to solve, and do these resources really help in building problem solving skills that are required in companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Salesforce, anything related to this, and how do they prepare for this shorter period of time?
Okay, I think yeah, so definitely these resources are helpful to us, keeping in mind that we start in a mannered way. Okay, so let's say a person have done they have a knowledge of proper data structures and algorithm. Then he don't need to go into Geeks for Geeks because Geeks for Geeks is a very wide open source project website we have under which we can gather all the information. Okay, so I'll start with this. Like, if a person doesn't have any knowledge of this DSA, then let's start with the Geeks for Geeks. It has a vast amount of knowledge. Also, it has questions related to those topics which have been asked in the previous interview experiences by these companies. Okay, so this will kind of help building the confidence which you interviewer this which a user needs to build up over the period of time. Okay, now if you are done with those resources that you are have some grasp over there, then let's start trying questions for those topics on during my tenure I was practicing on HackerRun. So I prepared one topic on Geeks for Geeks. I started solving questions for those topics on HackerRun. So HackerRun is also a good platform. People can use HackerRank or whatever they want, but yeah, these are some good platforms. So you read the topic from there and you understand, and then you start practicing, let's say 10 questions or 15 questions, so that you have some idea like what all things can be achieved with this problem, and then move to the next topic, because we have a very less amount, although we during these 2 or 3 months we have to speed up and brush up our skills. So these can be done later. If you are comfortable over these, then that you have some idea over these topics, then let's jump to like how you can solve these questions within a specific period of time. Okay, because in interview you all might have only 45 minutes or 1 hour. So in that time frame itself, we have to solve a question. We don't have whole day, or like interviewer won't listen to you if you are exceeding that time. So we have to build that pressure handling. There is this one more website which I followed in my college year, was Interview Bit. So that have this timed question. So each question have time frame, and for each and every wrong submission, you'll lose your time. Along with that, you'll use your points as well. So that practice will help you build the pressure before your interview as well. So I think these three resources is the one which I followed, and I think everyone can follow there as well.
Sure, sure, definitely. I've given a brief introduction about all these things. So, one more thing. So, for example, if so, this is a roadmap for a student who have good skills or who have a basic skills of DSA. Suppose let's say a student who is having zero or no skill in DSA and problem solving. So and they have to face interviews in next 2 3 months. So what will be the roadmap for them? Can you just suggest around it as well?
Okay, if you are not having any such experience or haven't practiced anything, so what I would say, then let's don't need no need for panic right now. Okay, let's start with basic only that you can achieve by going through Geeks. Geeks is a very simple and a very minimal website, which from which you can learn every topic easily. Although it's clear that we have to push ourselves. That previously, if we were covering, let's say, 1 or 2 topics in a day, then this time we might have to cover 3 or 4 topics in a day. We have to push ourselves and solve questions over there itself. Okay, even though if you are not solving the questions over there, so in market I think uh, a lot of this sheets, DSA sheets are over in the market, right? That 150 geeks question, or like DSA questions. I think Love is also famous for his sheet. So people can follow that sheet, but still that person should have basic idea of what like data structure is, what algorithm is, so that he can apply those DSA over those problems. But yeah, first we need to complete the topic and get understanding over these, then we can jump over those sheets somewhere.
Got it, got it. So students who are having good base, they can follow a pattern where they can solve the questions in a timely manner, like interview you have highlighted. And the students who don't have any base, they can start with GFG or something so that they can build a base, right? Student those so for those students who are having a good skill set and good base of DSA, but they don't have any internship in their resume and they have not done any good internship. So how do they tackle interviews if they have been asked for a like walk me through your resume? So how do they go forward around this?
Okay, so on this, first of all, I would also say I also basically was not able to bag any good internship because I was from a different branch. So, like in my college, so basically, most of the companies don't allow, apart from computer science and electronics branch, to sit into their internship or like full-time offer placements. So I was also not able to. But what I did was like I used to email every HR or like every manager from like LinkedIn or whatever it's like this is my resume, I want to work. Because of this, I got one internship by like spamming all the emails, you can say, to different HRs and all. So for that one also, what you can do, what I practiced was like in Geeks for Geeks, if you'll go, if you want to see problems company wise, okay. So they have this companies starting listed in alphabetically manner, basically till from A to Z. Let's say Arcesium for A and Z for let's say ZS Associates. Okay, so they have all these. So I like started. Spamming all the this HR and with my resume and all key to that I want to work. And you won't believe that in like from hundreds of mail which I sent, I only got one or two response. Okay, but I didn't lose the hope because eventually I know that even if I am not able to bag any internship, I'll definitely bag some this full time offer, also keeping in mind that we have some uh, open source this project. Let's say GSOC, I tried in GSOC as well. I got selected is in one of the project in GSOC. So this was one of the thing. Secondly, along with finding the internships or like checking with the managers or like HRs of different companies, I was also continuously participating in you can say this competitions. Okay, so let's take an example of interview bit. So in interview bit you have this competitions. What it does is it's a basically hiring competitions. In CodeChef also you'll see. So I was also kind of participating in those competitions, so that if I fortunately if I'll get any chance, I might back some full-time offer or like internship from there itself, because you might see that coordination and this Expedia, I think MMT also they hire through these competitions as well. So I was like doing all these stuff along with this.
Got it, got it, got it. Absolutely amazing. So most of the students can relate to you, not having a good branch, not having a good internship also, but is still able to crack a good company, very good company like Amazon. So if a student so for example, if a student is now prepared for DSA and now he has to evaluate himself, like, okay, so where I stand right now, so what are the techniques and what are the things a student can follow, so that can we okay, okay guys, we will take the questions in the later part. So yeah, so if a student is prepared and now he has to evaluate himself, so how they can do that, and what is the strategy they need to follow around this?
Okay, so I think for this one, the best answer would be to participate in competitions. Okay, whether it's your college competitions or like whether it's a CodeChef competition, because what I see is I think in every other day, CodeChef hosts this coding questions which people participate. They have at my time, though, there was this three type of competition. I think this long one, medium one, and short one. Short one was around I think 3 hours of time. So participating in these competitions will help you tackle what you can say how to manage time, how fast you need to think, and how great you are performing over hundreds of other participants, between hundreds of other participants. So this is one of the best way I would say to see how, because take an example of like we participate, we give JE, we give IIT Advanced, right? So we get to know in a test series or like whatever itself, like where we are standing, basically based on the rankings. So this is similar to that only. They participate in lot of competition. Don't get nervous in let's say for let's see you are not getting a good rank in let's say in starting 10 or 15 competition, but eventually you will get. So that's the whole strategy you people can follow.
Okay, okay, great, great. So competition is the key thing so that they can compare um, and challenge themselves as well. So, for example, now a student is prepared and he's able to participate in competition and getting a good result. It might be possible that interview this student might fail in an interview because it will be an first interview for him. So what kind of things and that you can suggest so that a student can be prepared, more prepared for the interviews? Actually, now moving from preparation to interviews, how they can do that?
Okay, so I would say that failing in interview can be based on different factors. Let's say, like you got some hard questions, interviewer was not able to understand, even though you proposed the right solution. Interviewer was not ready, or he wanted something else. Okay, because I think we face these solution challenges in design rounds, right? Because there is a different thinking for that person, and we propose different solution. But yeah, keeping thinking in terms of, let's say, in coding question, what I would say, if you are going into an interview, go through all its past interview experiences. Okay, like why I'm saying is, so I'll take example of Disha over here. So Disha is an HFT firm. So they are moreover related to C++, database management, computer network, and operating system, because they focus more on how they can improve their system, and with the help of these technologies, they can improve. So you should be aware before sitting into a DSHA interview that they ask most of the questions from operating system. I should know what a thread is, how thread works, how we can optimize these threads and all these things. But basically, whatever operating system questions I have. Okay. Uh, Coming to, let's say, Uber. Okay. So they are more focused on how good you are on DP. Okay. And how fast you can come up a solution on a tree or a graph. So if you have if you will have any knowledge over these, okay, that you will be that key, I might get some question from these topics, then you won't get any surprise over there, right? You will build some confidence before going into interview. That definitely will help you, not might not at that time, but yeah, later on, because you'll be prepared for that topic. So that's what I would say, that let's go to the previous interview experiences and then jump into the interviews.
Correct, correct. So the problems that you have highlighted might happen in an interview, in an actual interview, that leads to a failing to the interview. So how would these mock interviews and everything help? And what part of the problem they can eliminate in this particular scenario? So what is your
Yeah,
view?
definitely. I would say mock interviews are very helpful, but only when used wisely, to be honest. Okay. So first thing is, like, watching others can give you an idea of structure, because in YouTube, you might also see that previous interview experience of a person, for example, let's say Uber. Okay. So you might see, and you can, but watching others can give you an idea of a structure, like basically how process will go, that introduction, and let's say two questions, three questions, whatever it is. But relying on them doesn't prepare you for handling unknown or like a stressful situation during that interview part. You need your own practice, okay, while for these interviews. Okay, so that thing, I think, basically writing code, because sometimes what happens is that you have a solution in mind, but you are not able to write code. Okay, so this thing can be eliminated only if you are into some mock interviews. Okay, and you are speaking loud, because in interview, speaking loud matters as much, because there was this one interview in which I was able to propose a solution. I was able to write a solution, but eventually at the end, solution didn't work. But I was speaking loud and I explained my solution briefly. There might be some mistake of like indexing or something, but interviewer got my solution and he gave me a strong hire over that round. Okay, so that's the importance of like writing good code and speaking loud, basically importantly, so that you can ace interview your actual interviews.
Got it. Great. So like you have highlighted the problem-solving skill that interviewer has observed in your scenario, and based on that, he has judged you. Uh, would have helped you a lot. So regarding the problem-solving skill, so because students are approaching a problem right now, and they are not able to solve this particular problem, and they are directly moving to the coding solutions directly to see how it will be solved. So how you can students can tackle all these things so that they can develop actual problem solving skills rather than just solving a question.
Okay, so basically, I agree with you that basically we have so many resources, and it's very tempting as well to just Google the solutions and just read that solution and do. But what I feel is, first of all, that real learning happens when you struggle through a problem yourself. So at starting, if you are facing any problem, I would say don't jump into a solution. Okay, so what I was doing in my this preparation as well. So I was also not very much good at the start that I would say when I started this preparation. But what I did was I didn't see any solution during the time. So let's say I have one question, okay, from DP. Uh, so DP might be challenging at a start, but I didn't jump into any solution. I was like, I took pen and paper and I tried solving that question for a day. Okay, if I am not able to, then if I am not getting, then I start with some hints. Okay, because there are some hints as well in some questions, so you can start with those hints so that you can check yourself that whether you are going into a right direction or not. If you are going to right direction, then you can proceed with some more hints if possible. Otherwise, I would still say ki, let's not jump directly. First, to give some time. Initially, it might take some time, but eventually you will be able to build your problem solving skills rather than just jumping into the solutions. So that's what I proceeded, and I think that held me not at the start, but yeah, in a long period, I would say.
Okay, okay, great. So, as you have highlighted in a start that you are currently working in AI domain only in your company's specific company, and that as you have highlighted that AI is right now a buzzword for everyone. So, so freshers are also, very much interested in going into such kind of roles. So, can you throw some light on this? How do they have to prepare, and if they also have to do anything extra for the AI interviews. So for the this particular AI domain interviews. So can you highlight something around this?
Okay, so for this one, I think I might not be the best person because I was also interviewed for normal this backend role. But what I have seen right now is, I think in India right now only startups are more focused on this AI role. So like MNCs are still not this thing like they'll be hiring particularly for AI role. But what a student or like a person can do to get himself updated is that start using these tools. Okay, first of all, like I also use these tools regularly, like Perplexity for my deep research, ChatGPT for my day-to-day task, and you might also aware Cursor is very popular in all these MNCs. So to excel all these tools, I think the major thing is how we write a good prompt. Okay, because giving an instruction to LLM are very important right now. Because I have seen this that if you are not providing enough idea or like enough instructions to LLM, then definitely they won't perform at a very good level. But if you provide very detailed this info, they will provide detailed output as well. So that thing, from that perspective, I think I can answer, but not how we can prepare for AI roles.
Definitely, we have also seen, and I have also seen there are a lot of opportunities related to AI needs such some kind of experience. For freshers, it is very limited roles available. Definitely. So all the questions that I have in my mind, I have completed. What we will do is we'll take the questions from students now, and the one last question that I have is what is your advice to all the students that are preparing for interviews? So, one advice that you want to specifically highlight that to all the students right here.
Okay, so advice I think would be, which I also followed, which helped me is practice in a group. Okay, because let's say you are practicing alone, so you might start early, but you might not finish long in the long terms, right? Because why I'm saying is, let's say there is a single question. Okay, and three different minds are working on that two together. So there is a possibility that three different ideas and three different solutions come to that question. Okay, and uh, you'll be able to get two different this solutions from two different persons. I think this strategy worked for me because I was like, because at alone you can start early, but you cannot go into a long run. I think Ratan Tata also said the same words. If you want to move in a longer runs, move with like group of people or like with your colleagues. Okay, so that's what I think I would suggest. I think definitely it will help you, like help everyone who is attending here. So yeah.
Okay, great, great. So we have one question. Can we get to know more about these competitions? So you are highlighting competition and contests and challenges that you have given. So can you highlight few of them?
Okay, so first of all, what I would say, start with let's say, if like you have heard about this lead code, so in lead code you have this daily challenge. Okay, so what it is basically, they'll give you a new question every single day, and you have to solve it within 24 hours. So you make yourself active that you should not miss that question. Okay, either you solve it on your own or you take some help, or like you at the end you go jump to a solution. But yeah, try to finish that question, understand what's happening over there. So okay, that's the basic thing which I also follow regularly as well. Okay, second thing is, if you really want to use this competition or participate in this competition, um, in Code Forces, okay, I think they regularly host competition. I think every other day or like every third or fourth day. So there are two type of competition over there as well based on the rankings. So you can participate over there. So lot of like you won't even believe. I think around millions of people participate over in those competitions. So I think that's the best way to practice yourself, how you will handle the pressure situation and how you will handle different questions, because it starts with easy and it goes till hard. So that's the thing. Third, on CodeChef as well, they host regular competitions. Okay. I think at my time, though, it was like a 1 week competition, long this challenge, some medium challenge, which was I think around 2 or 3 days, something around that. And there was this 3 hours competition. So you should not miss those competitions as well. Definitely long one too, you should not miss because you have plenty much of time. I think around they give around 10 or 11 problems. So you should solve, and you have plenty of time around there. So you should solve those as well. With these habits, you'll definitely able to build up your coding skills and uh, pressure with handling this situation over interviews.
Okay, great, great, great. Sam and Yashasvi, hopefully Anmol has answered your query. If you have any other query, then you can put it in the group. So I have a list of questions. So first question I have is from the students. So I have first question is related to the AI technology. So student is asking companies like Salesforce and everyone is moving to the AI technologies. And apart from DSA, what specific skills okay, one more person has written this. So apart from DSA, what specific skills the student need to be need to be have so that they can be very competitive after the placement and during the placement as well.
Okay, yeah, I also agree that companies are moving at a very faster rate towards this AI. But for fresher roles, I would specifically say uh, companies still are relying on DSA related stuff. But I will also say one thing, that there is this first step, online test. Okay, so they have raised the bar of that online test. Even though interviews are, I think, pretty much same only, the bar is still same. But they have raised the bar of these online tests because they want to filter out the people who are not clearing their bar at step one.
Got it.
Along with that, if you are focusing on any startup, okay, for fresher roles, they ask you DSA related stuff only. Along with that, what I have seen is they have started some low level design questions. Okay. Because recently my friend gave one round of Misho. So in that round as well for internship, okay, first round was DSA and the second one was low level. Although it was not that much into that low level design, but yeah, it was pretty much around that. There is this function over, let's say, cars and all, and we have to sort like based on the time. It was not straightforward. You have to build a class. You have to uh, make like how your class would look like, then eventually it will come to sorting, and then how will you print those objects. So that kind of low level, not very much into high low LLD, which basically is being asked for some experience role. But yeah, they have started asking these things as well.
Okay, got it, got it. One more question related to cybersecurity. So, a student is interested in cybersecurity and want to pursue role in that. So, how do this particular student prepare, and what kind of technologies they need to focus more so that they can able to crack interviews for such kind of companies?
In cyber security, actually, I haven't worked much. Also, I'm little aware of this, like what all companies basically are excelling in these roles. Uh, Maybe I might not be able to answer this one. Yeah.
Okay, okay, no issues. Sam has asked one more question in the chat. There was a mention about MMT. Can you know about that? Can we know about that as well? What MMT is all about? I don't know.
MMT basically make my trip.
Okay, competition. Okay, so he wants to
Uh,
know more about the competition. Yeah,
yeah, so basically, so these competitions are happening over two platforms. Okay. I think Code Chef to regularly host these competition. Last year itself, I think this thread or some company hosted this competition, this hiring competition itself. So for internships so in Code Chef only. So they people got hired. One of my friend also got hired over there. The Misho one, which I was saying, was the competition which happened, I think, in October or November this last year on Hacker Earth. Okay. And for rest of the competitions, I would say go to Interview Bit. Okay. You can note it down. Interview Bit is the website. And on those website, companies host these competitions. Expedia is one of those. Expedia, I think, regularly host these competitions over there. Expedia is also a very good company. And there is this another company, Coordination. That would be on a higher side, I would say. But yeah, definitely you can see these. Also, secondly, what I have seen is there are many other startup, let's say JustPay, and there's this one more startup, I think Razorpay, and as well. They still hire freshers or like internship experience from interview bit or some this. The main idea over is this: you have to uh, like keep an eye over these platforms. Okay, because what I have seen is Hacker Rank also hosts these competitions because Hacker Rank hires people for internship in Hacker Rank itself from their platform itself. Okay, so the overall idea is you have to be aware of these competitions. So these are some websites. Okay, where Direct Eye and MediaNet also I think hire from CodeChef. So these are some websites. There could be much more, but yeah, Geeks for Geeks is also one of these websites which hire for these companies. So you will need to keep an eye and like regularly check what all completions are going on and all these stuff.
okay, great. One more question that I've just seen. So, student is highlighting, like you have mentioned about sending so many in-mails and mails to the HRs and everyone so that they can get a placement. So, what is the ideal kind of a resume that a student can follow and get an eye from the interviewer or from the HR?
Okay, so. I would give an idea of my how it looked like during that time. So I was this was sure in my mind that I have to build this coding profile. So for that, I added this code chef link over there, code forces link over there, and some lead code and some hacker earth links over there. Along with that, so that might give some idea for the HR or something that he is like, let's say, 4 star, 5 star on code chef. Okay. So first thing is this one. Second thing is you should add all the computer sciences subjects which you have gone through, let's say operating system, data structures, algorithms, computer network, databases, and all these, so that HR or like a team who is reviewing your resume have some idea that, yeah, this person have gone through these subjects which are necessary for our, let's say, fresher kind of experience of roles, and they might help you over there. Third thing which I followed is you have to build some projects over your college tenure. So, okay. So the best way to build those projects is participate in hackathons. Okay. I'm not saying company level hackathons. I'm saying college level hackathons only. In those hackathons, you will be having only very not very tough problem. You will be having any minor or like very common problem that you can build on scratch. Also, that will also that you can simply add into your resume. So I think won this Amazon Alexa and some more 2 or 4 hackathons that helped me building up my resume, because in freshers you don't have much to add into your resume. So but that hackathon and that achievement helped me to build up my resume to fill those gaps. Along with that, as I mentioned, I was continuously participating in all these platforms, let's say Code Chef and Code Forces. So that achievements I also added because I remember I was I think around 13 or 14 in this. There is this Google hash code competitions similar to this. There is this Meta coding competition as well, from which they hire. Google hash code is one. Google Code Gen is another one. I don't remember the name for Meta. So I added all the ranks for those lists. So I was I think around 13 at that time. So I think that might also help you uh, separate out or like basically on the top of the other resumes. So these things can help you build your resumes, add the details so that your resume doesn't look empty. Okay. So yeah.
Got it, got it. Let's wait for 2 to 5 minutes. If students have queries, they can put it in the chat.
Sure.
Guys, you can ask questions. You can unmute yourself and ask questions. You can also ping your questions in the chat. I think everyone, anyone, any questions you can answer within you can ask within 1 or 2 minutes, and then we can end the call. Um, I think we can end the session, Anmol. Thank you for joining and giving insightful session
Yeah.
for everyone. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Mohit, and thank you everyone for joining this session.
Okay, okay, great.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, Mohit sir, and